On to race number 6, we return to the turf track here. This is the first leg of the second double trio. Carrying Excellent is up £6 for that easy last start win. Zach selected to ride the 6th though, Telecom Rocket. We've got He's a Beauty, who was enormous after missing the start last time. He ran 3rd at the end. Jumped very fast in a trial. Since then did He's a Beauty, and he'll line up from barrier number 3 for Joe Marira. Speed Feifei, the 11. 2 starts, 2 barrier number 14s for Speed Feifei. He did stick on after showing early pace and was ridden forward last time. Epta wins, heavily backed into 5.3 and ran on for 2nd behind Voyage Star. An Impeccable Fellow, the 14, resuming 1 trial with a 5th of 12 behind Kinda Cool on the Sha Tin turf. Team Power, the 4, out of the Ricky U-Bahn has been up to Chungfa.
Having a look here, good to slow with All for St Paul's and Speed Feifei to come across for Wagner Borges from gate number 14. Team Power to get a nice run through on the inside. Carrying Excellent, he'll be handy like he always is. Smiling City last time out had to do plenty of work in the run, 3 wide, no cover, and still was brave at the end. Erin Centenary out behind them. They'll probably spread out a little further than illustrated there.
Team Power's the one we're looking at. He's the one at the back in the blue saddlecloth, number 5. And look, his work's been good. He's still a maiden from his 3 starts, but he's gone really good races and he's just missed last time as well. So there he is. You can just see him right at the end there. He's a beauty. Now, he blew it at the start last time, but he's going, it was an enormous run. The query is whether he can jump properly or not. He goes nicely. Keep an eye on Gunnison there in the back because he's racing later in the card, but his work's been good enough. He's a beauty. I thought this was quite good from Smart Serrate. He's super keen. You know, he looks like he's late for breakfast, doesn't he? Really wants to go a lot faster, but he's having a bit of a trouble holding him.
But he had trouble picking up the coffee, the track work right after that.
Exactly.
He was real keen. Here's Carrying Excellent, who was given a perfect trip from the inside in replay. And Tom, Smiling City, big effort. This was never on the track.
No, he was 3 wide, no cover throughout Smiling City. Brave run, he was entitled to probably finish further back than he did, but he was only in the end beaten 2 3/4 behind Carrying Excellent, who'd been threatening to win one at start number 8. Zach was on board from gate number 1, got the perfect run on the trail. Raced away in the end. Vincent Ho rides this time round, so nothing lost there. And the other one in the race, Fortunate Runner, he's been a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, I've got Carrying Excellent in the numbers because I think he's going really well. Prior to that run, he ran a really nice 2nd behind Janu Park, and he probably should have just about won that. He only got beaten on the bob, didn't he?
He did. He was in front before and after the line,
yeah,
which we've talked about a fair bit since that race. Our next replay comes up with Team Power, and Paulie stepping up in distance from this 1200 metre race.
Yeah, I think up to 14 looks ideal for him. He got quite well back here, and as you see, he made a really nice, strong run at them late. Chad Schofield, who's in great form at the moment, as is Ricky Yu, who's our leading trainer at this stage. I thought it was a really nice run from him. He got beaten by Grade 1, who had a few lengths on him there in the yellow and red colours. And the way he hit the line here at the 1400 looks ideal, so I think he's one of the major players in the race.
He got a long way back from gate number 13. Prior to that, he'd gone forward from gate number 12. He's got gate number 2 this time round, so I'd expect him to be fairly handy in the run. He's the horse I like in the race.
Speed Feifei, speaking of going forward, goes forward from a wide draw in this race. He's got the outside gate on Sunday, but also Tom Telecom Rocket covered plenty of ground, and Zach selected to ride this one too.
He has for me, sure, just a one-time winner from 16 runs. That was 4 runs ago, beaten by Janu Park, who goes round later on the day. Caught wide, no cover again, was entitled to probably finish further back than he did, but to his credit, stayed on pretty well. The other one, Speed Feifei, put in a decent run last time out. That was his best run so far. But he just might have to use a little bit of gas early on from 14.
Yeah, he was 68 to 1 then as well, wasn't he? Yeah, I just don't like him from that draw. Telecom Rocket's not far away. I threw him in the numbers.
Epta wins had his debut for David Hall in this race. He comes from well back, Paul, and he was well back too.
Yeah, the 1400 metres looks ideal. He was backed all the way down to 5.3. This is he's only had the sort of 2 starts now for David Hall. He's drawn 11, so he'll get back once again. He was sort of on the bench for me. I wouldn't be surprised if he ran well.
I put him in, but this was sort of the day we were sort of questioning what was going on, because this horse here, rain-affected track, a little bit, had been able to get out to a big lead, but it was pretty good what he did over the final stages, really. So he's on 46, so he's sort of getting close to that dangerous territory.
Second run for David on Sunday. He's a Beauty is one of the most interesting runners all day because his performance last time was huge after he missed the start. Joe Marira rides him at Sha Tin.
Joe, he's a beauty and he's got ability, this horse, but he hasn't been straightforward out of the gates, has he?
Definitely not. In particular, his last start when he he ran up just before the gates open and gave away so much ground. He still ran a very good race last time, didn't he? And based on that, we think he's got a lot of ability.
What about his trial since then? It looked like when the blindfold was removed, he wanted to jump up and almost force the gates to be opened.
His last 3 times that he's been to the gate, he's done it. So I can't be expressing that I'm very confident that he's going to be straightforward this time. We've done some education with him in the gates. We took him to a barrier trial, and he's still done the same thing. He's the type of a horse that he can get a momentum, flash himself out of the gates and jump extremely well, but he also can do what he's done last time, which is rear up and miss the start. So I'm just trying to say he is a very nice horse with plenty of ability, but just the gate issue, he's just haven't been able to put it all together.
Those replays, quickly before we get your selections, he's drawn wide in both of them. He's come up with barrier number 3 on Sunday.
Yeah, so he'll be amongst the field, wouldn't he? But look, I've got him on top. I think there's plenty of ability there, but you'll be a bit of a thrill seeker if you're going to take 1.7. He's come up pretty short. Team Power, the hardest to beat, carrying excellence in good form, as is Telecom Rocket. Went 5, 4, 1 and 6. I think 5, if he jumps, everything goes well, he can win, no question. But 1.7 comes up on the skinny side.
Yeah, it certainly does. I think 1.7 is a risky proposition. You could see in that trial, as soon as the blindfold came off, he wanted to charge the gate and sort of leapfrogged out. So he's a beauty. I've got him in for second. I went with Team Power. Liked his run last time out, stepping up in trip, thinks going to suit Chad Schofield, Ricky Yu, gate number 2. He's a beauty. I think he'll be risky again, and gate number 3 might not be ideal for his tactics. Telecom Rocket at Eptawins goes in on a minor line. 4, 5, 6 and 13.
It's all about the start for the favourite in race number 6. That'll be a worrying time for favourite punters. If you're on He's a Beauty, if he jumps, he's going to be very hard to beat. We're going to take a break here on Racing to Win.